happy, beautiful Monday morning. Look at my hair. It's kind of a mess, but whatever. So, okay. One thing I wanted to talk about was how we process and meet ourselves when we are not necessarily the most elegant versions of ourselves. And I've noticed lately for myself, holy moly, like I've just been getting so frustrated, and like my fuse has been so short with people. Like I just can't handle people lately, and it's been so funny to me because, like, not funny obviously, like I definitely recognize my hair, that is awful. I definitely, different situations, right, are like different, but I've noticed a theme lately for myself is my fuse has been so short. And this morning I got off the phone because I logged into my little account yesterday and found that they added insurance to my boat that I've had insurance on since November, for a very long time. And I've been dealing with this with the bank for a really long time, and I'm like, what is happening? You know, for example, obviously there's miscommunication, the documents aren't going to the right people, places, blah blah blah, right? It's not the person that I was talking to's fault, but I was so frustrated. And my temper was just so short, and I made sure that she knew it wasn't her fault. But then I had to check in with myself, and I was like, okay, what is really happening? Because this is a theme that's happening in your life, is like people that are coming to you in situations that are triggering you. So obviously there's something here that's not their fault. It is something that needs to be looked at within you. And so then I'm in this like wonderful course right now for coaches. And it's like, it's to bring clarity, right, into kind of ourselves and our vision and our focus, but mainly like right into ourselves. It's to like catch all these like little nuanced things. And one thing that they have us do is to name all of the kind of like, every person has a different name for it, but I think of it as like a persona. So what's coming up, what is like a name for our emotions or our states of being, right? So if we're procrastinating, it's like procrastination Polly, or angry. Oh man, today I named mine and it was like angry Agnes, and then raging Regina, which was just so funny. And so I offer that to you, is just to like diffuse. You can diffuse any situation by bringing your awareness to how you're feeling and giving it a name, like raging Regina. Like what is the purpose to be so rageful? I don't get it. So then I checked in with myself and I was like, okay, raging Regina, cool your shit, bro. Like, what is happening? What is your need right now that obviously you're not getting in the world? And how can you give it to yourself? So then I was like, okay, well, what is the theme, right? Right now it's been like, one, I feel like I've been lately, like what is like the trigger for me, right? It's like, one, feeling disrespected. And so that really brings out raging Regina. And she often cries when she feels. I feel like I use rage when I'm like flustered, you know, like, like, there's so many feelings happening and I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna cry, you know? I think when I use the word rage, other people think of like an actual rager because this is how crazy I get as I cry. And so I'm not like destroying things, if that's what you think of when I like use the word rage, but I feel like that describes how I'm feeling internally, is like red alerts going off and I'm so angry that I am, and frustrated that I'm like, I don't know what to do but cry and just like maybe like beat a pillow or something like that, or go for a run. Going for a run is the way that I really like to like let go of rage. So just for a disclaimer, when I use the word rage, I'm not like crazy wild, like going crazy, but it's so funny to me. Like, I feel like that word just all of the emotions that come up in that moment, that's the word that that comes out to me to like mean rage. So whatever. Anyway, that was a disclaimer just for visual effects, for people who like to put visualizations to story. So then I was sitting down processing, okay, what is it that I'm needing, right? So when we're processing any sort of things that's coming up for us, one way that I like to do it that might resonate with you is to say, okay, what am I feeling right now? What caused me to feel this way? What did I need in that moment, right? So in that moment when I was on the phone with the person at the bank, I was needing to feel like I was heard, like I was acknowledged, and like the understanding part, like to feel like I'm being understood. And there was another one. What did I need in that? Control, which I thought was so interesting. So I was feeling like I needed to control, therefore I was raising my voice, and I was becoming like, I need X, Y, and Z, like to feel control. So then I was like, did I feel out of control subconsciously? You know, like what was the trigger? So then I was thinking about the times lately that I have been kind of triggered. And it was 1, when I felt disrespected, 2, when I felt out of control. So then I was like, okay, so if there's a theme of feeling disrespected or out of control or needing to be heard, this is how I respond traditionally. So now I know when I am starting to feel this way, if I can even like make sticky notes around, like if this is a theme lately that's like coming up to my awareness, okay, if I'm feeling out of control, this is another way that I can acknowledge, like, okay, I'm feeling this way, therefore, do I feel like I'm in control or do I feel like I'm not in control? What's happening right now? To take a moment to say, excuse me just for a minute, to recenter and reground, to make a new decision as to how you want to respond moving forward. So just a little, I was just like, oh wow, this is kind of like a step-by-step that I take myself through to understand what's happening, so that way I can make new choices moving forward, because nobody wants raging Regina or what was it, what did I say, angry Agnes or whatever, I don't know, they're so funny. Sad Sally, I don't know, they're just so funny. Totally take that. Like, it's such a great pattern interrupt to laugh when you're so pissed off or frustrated or even sad, like to totally break that pattern. So give it like the most horrific name. But then also when we can name the good parts of us that we want to come out to, like productive Paulette or productive Peter or kind Kimmy or joyful Joanne or whatever, you know, whatever you come up with, it's like, okay, this is who I am raging Regina, who do I want to be? Understanding Ernest or whatever, like Ursula or peaceful Penny or whatever, you know. It's like it's identifying with a new version, a different version of yourself, and that is also what's gonna bring new perspective, right? Because when we can bring ourselves to a different state of being, energetically and within ourselves, then it's way easier to solve problems. I'm telling you, like, if you have a problem, the only way to truly solve that problem or come up with a different perspective, you have to be in a different state than you're in, than that triggered state. So honestly, if you are triggered, taking yourself like out of that state somehow, just by pattern interrupting and doing something totally different, you will solve your problems like 20,000 times faster than if you're looking for a solution while you're in that state. Or yeah. So anyway, that's it. That's what I got today. Love you guys so much. I'm in a way better mood. So grateful. Okay, love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday, and I'll talk to you next time.